Hello all and welcome to this yet another video on Decoder. And today's video is on what are the features which are required or which will make a next YouTube for kids. This will be even more interesting for a small kids, but I would say kids in general. The reason is I'm saying the YouTube for kids. By that I mean the kids who are more interested in watching cartoons and all those kind of stuffs, right? They're very centered around cartoons. So people will say kids generally till 7 8 years of age are very interested in cartoons, and the smaller the kids, more they're inclined toward cartoon. They can very less watch your regular content. So that's what we will try to focus on. Uh, um, uh, so why I'm coming to this, this point, because in today's society, and this video is making getting made in COVID times. In today's society, many of the kids are staying away from their family, full family, like an extended family, I would put it. So they stay away from their many time even with their grandparents. They stay away from their uncle, aunts, and many times they don't connect to their friends and all those. They stay away from, right? Uh, and another problem is a cartoon making your kid addict to the cartoons, or really motivating them to go out and play or do something, which is like improvement to their life? Are they abstraction? Are cartoons taking them toward positive in their life or negative toward their life? So which direction these cartoons are taking them? So that is what we are trying to kind of establish. So what I'm sensing, uh, that's the next problem. And at least, for my kid, I can say, I had a really hard time making them stop when watching cartoons, because I observe by watching cartoons they're interacting less. So they always feel like everything keeps on going even if they don't say anything. So that's what the learning they were getting, and that's why I have to stop them watching. So that's where all this ideas and thought process comes in. But nevertheless, uh, what's the solution actually? One of the fundamental solution which I'm coming for this problem is that if we can replace the characters in the cartoon with the real characters in their life, then same cartoon which is actually making them more sort of an addict will start adding them real value. For example, for example, there are some grandpa songs, grandma songs. In Hindi, there are something related to nani songs, dadi songs, and your parent songs, mom song, dad songs. So there's so many songs like that, and the songs in which they play with their friends and all those people, right? So in the cartoon, the characters are different. Many a time, they look totally different, mm, totally fictitious, or do not match to their local tone and all those things. The house in the cartoon is totally different. The building in the cartoon is different. The roads are different. The streets are different. Everything is different. So what they can take out from that is very little. What if we can replace those things with the real characters, real people in their life, real their house, all those things? We can really teach them many things. And it's not like once the cartoon stops, they don't have anything to connect with that. It's not like if someone is playing with some cartoon, playing with someone in a cartoon, then when they go out and they look at a friend, it looks exactly like that, then they can also play with them, and that's what is really possible. So let's quickly look into where this is all coming from and how far this is technically actually currently. So just for before we jump into the total solution, uh, I'm just going to show you a quick link in the GitHub. This is a public Git which I'm referring to. See, this is what is already available. You can take an image of a real character and that can be converted into cartoon like this. So a kid will be able to recognize this character. I tried this with my photo. I make its photo and everything converts reasonably fine. It's definitely comprehensible. But okay, this is a face this character has, which is immense value for kids. Now, how we want to use it? What is the overall solution that will look like? So let's get into deep dive details of it, deep dive detail of the solution for this. And I come back again to the key point. This is what going to define the next architecture, next YouTube of kids. So let me jump onto whiteboard. Here is a whiteboard, and if you can look into this, here is what I have shown. Like, so many characters. Your family song is running, and if you can see here, uh, um, uh, we see here in the family song, right? There are grandma, grandpa, parent, mom, and a very extended family. One can see that is what it is, and so and there's brother, sister, and sometimes there's even bigger family which might have your friends and everyone, right? There's a much bigger family, right? And all of this, if character can be made real, how how connected that will song be? That means your kid will be able to recognize people he has never met, but he will meet in real and he will be able to realize, okay, he's this person for me, and he can, and the same other way around will also be possible for him. So two people would have virtually connected with each other just because they are watching videos in cartoons. They will know each other anyway. So what kind of solution that will be? So this is a technical solution. So this is obviously you will watch your content in mobile, TV, laptops, and all those things. You know all those things. And you will obviously continue to watch there. Then you also have a social media platform and all this. So this you can take this architecture diagram as a 10,000 feet diagram kind of thing. So again, you have which has your relationship information. It has the images of all your relatives, uh, friends, and whatnot. It has the images of everyone. There's already tons of images of everyone. There are at times all connected images, tagged images as well already available. So that is also there. Then there is already a lot of content management systems. I can say, you can say, like, YouTube and all not whatnot. So they have a content, and the content is available at many places in that sense, right? So there are a lot of content management system which are available. So what is needed is we need to take both this information and apply the tunification algorithm, which is like I shown you here, which can apply this tunification algorithm over the images of that video. So as I'm saying, this is 10,000 feet view. It won't be done exactly the way I'm telling. So it can be converted to kind of tunification. I mean, algorithm is applied. Then an audio conversion is also applied, so that the audio also looks like the person is speaking. Uh, so it has a base, some kind of same base. So so that when that kid actually really meets that person, it can relate himself to. So uh, or it can see the school, for example. The school of a kid becomes the same school which is seen in a cartoon, so he can relate back to the school which is actually seen. So like those kind of things, right? So and then it actually creates a personalized content, and that personalized content can be watched by the actual kids. So that's what I my belief will the solution for high level architecture for this tunification. So obviously this is too high level, and for some people who are more interested in a detailed view of the same solution, the detailed view of the same solution. So here is what it takes. You have an existing video input coming out of your CMS, your content management system. They have video already existing. So we need not to convert them in real time. We should convert them to a level they can be converted well in advance. So in ML terminology, this is called decoding or decoder. So all the decoding, like it's splitting out images and a lot of processes to, and then identifying a character in those images, and identifying the speaker in the images from a voice sample. Uh, and finally you convert the entire video into a format where you know what need to be replaced at which place in the entire video. So what all characters and what all images, buildings, cars, and whatnot can be replaced at which all places. So that entire piece is stored in a new format, and that's kind of stored into the CMS database. So this obviously is not a relational kind of database. Don't misinterpret like that. But yeah. So not to distract. That's stored in some database. Also, you have all the images from your relationship, which may be, or the objects related to you, maybe school or car or whatnot. You again took that images, convert into the tunified image, and also stored into the database. So all this is also available well in advance. Voice samples are also taken in advance. Again, the vectors is prepared and stored into the database. This is also done well in advance. Now when the video request, watching request comes in, at that point we apply a tunification algorithm. When I say tunification algorithm, this is not exactly a tunification algorithm. This is an algorithm which is image replacement. Because tunification we have already done above. This is where we have tunified. We are just replacing one cartoon image with another cartoon image. And all the preparatory work is already done. However, still this is a very costly operation in terms of GPU requirement and all those. So this is way more costly in terms of server requirements in comparison to current servers. But since its GPU is still not that high, it's not a server kind of CPU servers requirement. So then this encoding is done, real-time encoding is done, and one thing you can, and then it's kind of will be delivered back to the user who is watching on a mobile or a TV, whatnot. But one thing is important is kids watch same thing 100 times. That's what the trend is, or maybe 1,000 times, because the multiple kids in the family, they still most of the thing remains same. So they still watch the same things multiple times. Then what can be done in that case? The video can be stored in a database for that person or for that kid or whatever that context is, and same can be watched next time with much lesser cost. So this is how we can solve this problem. So I hope you do like this video, do like this future solution for these kids, which will make them, in which video watching by kids make them more connected to real world, not disconnected from real world. Like, their world should not switch when they come out of your TV and go to school, because the school in the video and the school in the TV is same. So we should not disconnect them time and again. It's not helping them, and it's not helping any one of us. It's not helping our future. It's not helping future generation. That I hope. So whatever your comments on this video, please do like, subscribe, and what not comment, put comments, and I'll try to make improvements in myself. Thank you. Thanks all for watching.